Everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be a library TBR, basically letting you know which books I will be getting from the library in the coming months, letting you know just books that you can look forward to reading, and just promoting using your library on Booktube. I feel like it's something that we need to do more and more. I do use the app Libby for anyone interested. Definitely check out your library if they have that same app. I prefer it over Overdrive, but I mean, if you have Overdrive, still nice to get ebooks and audiobooks from your library. So let's go through the books I want to read. Actually, let me start with the one I'm currently reading. I just started Project Elmery by Andy Weir. Finally got the ebook of it. It just came out. Was it the beginning of the month? I think it was May 4th. So I'm currently reading it. You should see it very soon, either in a vlog or most likely in my May wrap up. So I'm very nervous to see how that's gonna go because I really loved The Martian and I liked The Egg by him and really didn't care for Artemis. And now we have something else. It's once again someone trying to survive in space with their width. I love it. That's definitely my thing. His thing too, to be honest. As far as audiobook, the one I will be starting probably later today is The Fourth Monkey. I have been on such a kick reading a bunch of mystery thrillers, and I believe, well, I mean, this is also a mystery thriller. I think it's a like murder mystery. I have been reading a ton. I am definitely in the mood to continue to do that. I have seen that one a lot a couple years ago, but never picked it up. I'm hoping I will enjoy it. I've been trying to like get out of my comfort zone, but also get okay with putting book down when I don't like them. So trying to find a middle ground here. As far as the other books that are on my list, waiting list, I have two libraries. Definitely recommend checking out cities that are not too far from you. You can have more books on your waiting list. So I'm gonna focus on the ones that I haven't mentioned in a past video because some of them, they've been on my waiting list for a really long time, but some of them it takes 6 months to get access to them. It is what it is when there's a ton of people trying to read the same books. One vlog that you can look forward to seeing eventually, I wanted to try to read 2 books with the same title. I thought that was fun. I like having little challenges like this, and I think you enjoy it too. And you can possibly read them with me. I'll obviously announce it in my TBR of the month. But The Deep, there are 2 books on my waiting list that I wanted to read that have the same title. The first one is by Rivers Solomon. And I believe this one is about mermaid, like killing mermaids, which, okay, I will read that. And the other one is also The Deep, but by Nick Cutter. All I know is that it's horror. And I think someone warned me to not eat before, or not be eating while I'm reading it. So, okay. I did read The Troop by him earlier this year. It was a good audiobook, so I went ahead and got the audiobook for that one too, although I do have the physical copy, so I'll see whatever works best for me. But yeah, I'm a little nervous, but hopeful that this will work for me, and hopefully the team makes it fun to go both of them. I'm trying basically to like choose, like if there's only one of these books that really deserve that title, because so many books have the same title. Like Dark Matter is a good example. There's probably like 20 books with the same title. Anyway, something that I thought would be fun to do. One book that is on my TBR that I'm hoping to read maybe this summer is Harrow the Night, which is the second book in this series. It's a really weird, and I mean really weird sci-fi series with lesbian necromancer, I guess that's the way to describe it. The superpower magic system, whatever, is really interesting. But the first book was one of the strangest books I've ever read, and with the way it ended, I have no idea how that's gonna continue, and I've been told it gets even weirder. So looking forward to that one for sure. One that I'm really excited to read more from this author is A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. I read The Kite Runner by him not long ago, and I really enjoyed it. I was prepared for like the tears and like just the emotions. I always feel a little emotionally manipulated by these books, but like that's the point. It's just when they're well written, I'm okay with it. When they're not, I just feel manipulated. And I did enjoy his book. I hated the main character, which obviously is on purpose, but like it was really hard to go through the book. It was difficult read in general. And I've heard that this one is even better. And I have access to the audiobook soon, so hopefully I end up enjoying that one too. Oh, I was saying how I am planning on reading a bunch more mystery thrillers, been on a kick, so let me go through a bunch of them and you can let me know if you enjoy them or not. I go into them really blind because I don't like knowing what they're about. Because I feel like especially mystery thrillers, unless someone tells me, oh, this one has like a sci-fi twist, I don't want to know what they're about, you know? So a few recent releases, I think. There is Long Bright River by Liz Moore. Don't know anything, just, you know, I want to read it. I have the next 3 books in the series Inspecteur Armagamache. It's like from Quebec and it's so popular. So many people have read this series, and I read Still Life earlier this month and I did overall enjoy it. I was told the first one is not the best one, but I have the next 3 because they're not in order. They were published on my screen right now. They're in order of when I'm going to have access to them. So one of them is A Rule Against Murder, which I think that's the 4th one. I have A Fatal Grace, which I don't know if it's the 2nd or 3rd one. And then I have The Cruelest Month. I think that's the 3rd one. So probably will try to read like 1 or 2 a month until I go through all of them. I believe there are like 16. So we'll see. I mean, I'll continue as long as I'm enjoying myself, obviously. But yes, definitely something you will see me review a lot this year. I also put the audiobook for Jade War by FONDA on my waiting list just because I read Jade City. We read Jade City on Patreon earlier this year. I really did enjoy it. I feel like the characters are like the best part. Also the magic powers. It's an adult fantasy and I just really enjoyed it. Wanted to continue reading the series, and the audiobook, the waiting list is shorter. That's why I tried it that way. If I don't like it, I'll just get the ebook, you know, eventually. But I really want to continue the series. The 3rd book is supposed to come out later this year, so I'm hoping to, you know, get around to reading that one eventually. Another mystery thriller, The Night Swim by Megan Golden. Again, don't know anything. I've just seen it around and it's a newer-ish release, so same thing with The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. I read another book by her, which the title I can't remember, something girls, I think. And I was kind of on the fence with it. I don't feel like I loved it as much as everyone else. I feel like everyone loved it. But this is technically part of my Goodreads reading challenge. It was published last year and it was part of the Choice Award, one of the contestants there. I didn't win first place, but it was still on the list. And I decided I would probably give it a chance, but a few of you told me that it was actually really good. I think it was recommended to me as like a haunted, I'm assuming, motel. So I wanted to read more with more books with that specific theme. So I will attempt that one again, hopefully this year. Do I have any more mystery thrillers? Oh yeah, I also have The Burning Girls by CJ Tudor. I haven't read anything by them, but I believe they're pretty popular. And this one is their newest release, I believe. So I wanted to read it, let you know if it's worth it or not. I tend to try either the most popular or like the most recent work from authors, because sometimes when I go back, spoiler alert for this weekend, and read older books from authors that even I enjoy, I tend to be disappointed. So hopefully the newest book is the best one. I also have The Guest List, which I've heard really terrible things, but it was the winner in the Goodreads Choice Award, and I wanted to read it for my award show at the end of the year. I love doing it, so I wanted to get a bunch of possible, you know, winners in 3 main categories, including mystery thrillers. So I will read it. Worst case scenario, I hate it. You just enjoy me bashing it, and best case scenario, I enjoy it. So, you know, win-win. As far as the other books that are on my list, but not anytime soon. Currently, they're saying over 6 months for that one. The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna, who's a adult historical fiction author. It's not my main genre, but I do want to try to read some once in a while, because once in a while I do end up liking one of them. And newest release, I believe I have another book by her on my shelf. Which one is it? Oh, it's The Nightingale, which I haven't read yet. It's on my rainbow shelf. The bottom one is the ones I haven't read, and it's right there. So eventually, but you know, newest work. And it's the audiobook. I feel like it's a very easy way for me to go through books when I'm unsure about them. Audiobooks, because I don't need to be like sitting down and having the time for it. And I feel like the waiting list is shorter, so I can just, you know, move on if I don't like it. One author I've been wanting to read something from is Maya Angelou. I need to look up if that's the right way of pronouncing it. I feel like it's too close to sounding French, so like my mouth is like, no. I know Why the Caged Bird Sings. I feel like we've all heard of that book, but I haven't read it, and I do try to read these kind of books because I want to have my own opinion, you know? I don't want to be one of those people that pretend I've read the book. I feel like I've read so many books with Booktube that I'm getting to the point where I'm like side-eyeing people when they're saying, oh, I love that book. And it's like, what was the one with the attic? Flowers in the Attic that I read earlier this year, and I'm just like questioning everyone's sanity when they tell me that, oh, that's one of my favorite books, and now I know what it's about, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? There's no way you read that book and enjoyed it that much. Not that it's bad, but it's messed up. Anyway, one nonfiction I've been wanting to read is White Tears, Brown Scars. This one is about how white feminism is harming women of color, so I've been wanting to listen to that one also. One series that I want to continue, I don't think I mentioned it, Network Effect by Martha Wells. This is the 5th book in the Murderbot series. I have had so many up and downs with this series. I really love Murderbot as a character. It's like half human, half robot, and they're fun. They're so sarcastic, but I feel like because the books are always super short, they're like 100 pages, 200 pages, I never really have time to care about the story. There's just not enough of it. But this is the first one in this series that is actually thick. It's like 300 and something pages. So hoping that because it's double the size, there's going to be more of a story to really care about. So is everyone else having issues with their phone? Because mine keeps like closing for no reason. I'm probably way overdue for like a new one. It's an iPhone 7. But it closed and now I can't remember the title. There's one more book I wanted to mention. I'll put it on the screen. I think it's the Firekeeper's Daughter or something. I've heard really great things. The reviews are really positive, and I believe this is Indigenous author and main character. But yes, I've heard really great reviews, and the cover is really attracting my eyes. So I'm hoping to also listen to that one in the upcoming months. And yeah, these are all the books that you haven't seen yet on my TBR, my library TBR, basically the ones I've added since my last video like this, like a couple months ago. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comment section if you have read any of these and I need to read them ASAP or maybe switch them up for something else because they were terrible. Let me know in the comment section what books you have gotten from the library recently, because, you know, using your libraries, thumbs up, subscribe. I will be putting more videos on the screen to watch, and I will see you in my upcoming video very soon. Bye.